Hey man, um, so I was watching an interview. Nas was doing an interview, and I thought it was real
Hmm.
dope. I don't know if you heard about this. I haven't included you in this just yet. Uh, but he's coming out with a cigar line.
Is he?
He is. Well,
I
not maybe
mean,
not
he
a cigar
should.
line. He said he's coming out with a cigar. So not a line. I can't say a line just yet, but he did say a cigar.
Yeah,
So
he
I thought that
should.
was
He
real
should.
dope.
He's been an aficionado for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He should definitely. It falls in line with his brand. Like
Hmm.
I read Ross's new book. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I had some credits on Audible, so I didn't read it. I listened to it. I'm sorry, but I listened to Ross's new book, "Perfect Day to Boss Up," and he
Yes.
talked about how he bought Holyfield's house, and he talked about how Holyfield couldn't afford it, and he said, you know, what would I do to not make the same mistakes Holyfield did to end up in a position where somebody buys my house foreclosed? Because he said
Yeah.
Holyfield put 20 some million into the house, and it was towards the tail end of his career before he finished investing in the house. He ended up
Hmm.
retiring shortly after and couldn't keep
Right.
up with it. Ross buys the foreclosure from the bank for $5 million. So his words were, you know, he said the only thing I can do to make sure that I don't end up being Holyfield is to hustle a little different from what he did. He said Holyfield
Hmm.
was making moves, but he was making moves that didn't fall in line with his brand. He said he
Right.
should have, instead of being doing like fast food commercials and having a record label, you were a guy who was known for being healthy, one of the in shape professional heavyweight champion of the world, who
Hmm.
was a church guy. You should have been having investments that fell more in line with your religion and your health regimen and things of that nature. So Ross was just saying he said, I'm a fat boy. So he said, of course I got Checkers and Wingstop. You hear it in my
Right.
music, but it
Right.
makes sense for what I do. I got a beard line. I'm known for my beard. So he was making
Yeah. So
those
he got rich.
examples.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Nas
Got
is
that rich
doing
hair.
something that falls in line with his brand, is cigars, and he got the partnership with Cognac, you know, with Hennessy. So I like that
Yeah.
move for him.
True. Yeah. I forgot about that too. Yeah. He does have the Hennessy thing. You know. So
Hey
yeah, with
man,
that cigars,
I
the
want to
whole
say something.
Escobar.
I want to say something about Nas real quick, man. I
Hmm.
slept on Nas as an entrepreneur, and I talked a lot of mess about Nas in the early 2000s about not having his business together.
Yeah.
Props to Nas, man. Props to
Yeah.
Nasir Jones for his business, man. His acumen has gone way up
Way
over the
up.
years,
Well,
man.
you know what? I will say this that I did hear in it might have been like a documentary or something like that, or it could have been another interview. Where he did say that early on in his career he was lazy. You know, it was times
Yeah,
where
I've heard him say
he
that.
wanted to just do his own thing. He didn't want to get in the studio as much as other rappers on that time. He didn't want to get involved in all the advertising and you know what I'm saying, branding and stuff like that. So I did hear that early on he was lazy in his career as far as those extracurricular things. So I'm pretty sure now he's seeing the moves other people are making and understanding the power that he actually has as an influencer, as a
Right,
you know what I'm saying, somebody who is a top tier artist who's been around
right.
for what 30 years now. And it's like, you
Yeah,
know what? I have to use what I have and put it into something. You know, and he
yeah.
started to do that over the last what I say maybe 10 years, 5 years or whatever,
10, 15
however
years.
many years.
Yeah,
Yeah, 15 years or so. To
yeah.
where he's really picked up steam and having that kind of influence, you see like, hey, him putting that influence behind what he's doing
Right.
really picking up traction because I'm hearing that he has his hands in a lot of different things, all the way from crypto to restaurants to now cigars, the Hennessy like you mentioned, the
Yeah.
clothes. Like he's really moving around.
Dropbox, Ring, the door lights.
Right, right,
Also,
right.
what else was it? It's another big one that he was involved in. Not just Coinbase, which was huge, but
Hmm.
dog, I was just on the tip of my mind. But anyway, man, yeah, he's doing a lot of big things, man. Oh yeah, it's a YouTube channel, man, that puts out a lot of content. Was it Complex? Is that who he's with?
Really, I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
know. I can't
Complex?
say I
It's
know.
some. It might be Complex. I think he's part owner in Complex. You familiar with
Okay.
Complex
Yeah,
magazine
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
the brand? Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it's Complex, man. I could be saying it wrong, but if it's not them, it's something on that level. So,
Okay.
man, he's doing his thing. But I tell you what, you know, he's doing the correct thing for a rich, lazy person to do.
Yeah.
He took on the role as an investor.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Big.
You
Big.
don't
Yeah.
have to sit around and run the day to day. I put my money up, and then from there, you know, I let it talk, and it earns
Yeah.
me my money back. You know, so
Right.
I'm glad whoever inspired him or whoever got in his ear and started kind of playing mentor to him, man, they did a great job with him,
Great
man. This
job with it.
guy's
Yeah.
running with the ball,
And then
man.
that really that's